anything ever, you don't even know!
Well, if that intro didn't sum up my existence, I don't know what will. Hey everyone, it's Kermito here with another commentary. So today we have a kid who's apparently a clone of Phantomstrider who made a video on JacksFilm's top 10 things every top 10 video ever does. Let's see what we're dealing with here.
Howdy, this is Phantomstrider Clone here, and I'm going to do a video on JacksFilms. Now let me give you an introduction to JacksFilms. JacksFilms is a satirical YouTuber who made Yai and YGS. That's the best description I can give you of him.
Oh god, where do I even begin here? I could make a list about your shitty production value and it would turn out longer than the list of Jericho for a start. Mainly the visuals on the screen being a complete eyesore. Get good scrubbed. Also, keep the word satirical in mind. It's gonna be important later.
But I usually like JacksFilms content, but this is kind of trash, to be honest. Actually, one of the worst videos I've ever seen.
Funny. It's almost like you had your own video in mind while you said that.
I'm an overly enthusiastic toolbox, and here are the top 10 things every top 10 video does.
You know this the term every top 10 video list ever, which you can make an overgeneralization about one channel. It would be kind of snobbish of you, but you could still do it. But you can't make an overgeneralization about a whole community.
Oh hey, remember the word satirical? Yeah, fun fact, satire will often use hyperbole. Guess what JacksFilm is doing right now? What's funny is that you're trying to make him seem like he's doing something wrong here despite having already told your audience that this is likely satire. 10 out of 10, best argument, kid.
Number 10, annoying host. Every top 10 list has an unnecessary narrator that sounds way too excited. We also make cringy jokes and speak very
Aren't jokes subjective? I mean, from the way you worded it, you're acting like it's a problem. That you, and you, may I add, you don't like those jokes. It's not a technical problem. Now stop acting like it is.
Yes, we get it, you're addressing JacksFilms. Please, retakes, they are a thing. Use them. Also, you know how you're getting on his case for saying top 10 videos have annoying hosts who use unfunny jokes? Did it not occur to you at all in the process of making this that he may have been talking about himself more than anything? I thought that him having the word tool loop in the background of his own video would have been a sign he's making fun of himself personally.
naturally, much like this. Number 9, length. Every top 10 list on YouTube is far too long, usually around 10 minutes and often longer. You could just make a list of all 10 items from the countdown, but that wouldn't make a lot of AdSense. So stretch it out. And don't forget the shit jokes. Talk about cringe.
Hey, Jack, you know what detail is? Yeah, it's what makes your argument stronger. Well, at least that's one factor of it. And most WatchMojo's lists are, in fact, subjective. Let me word that better. Some may not be subjective, but most of them are. Got it? Good.
Well, it seems you're defeating your own arguments and shooting your own foot perfectly fine. So, I'll leave that corpse of an attempt at a point at your feet and address the other problem here. What does the argument of the content in question being subjective have to do with how long the video is? It doesn't! Jack was saying he feels like contents are too long and dragged out. Focus on the argument that's actually going on there, Junior.
Number 8, filler. Every top 10 list has a little filler. They can't all be winners. Number
You are going to give me an explanation, or else I won't take your argument seriously.
And I hope you can address why it's such a bad thing that he doesn't explain this point, because otherwise I'll take you as seriously as you are with him. Supposedly. Oh, also, given how the segment was a jab at WatchMojo and others going off on tangents and videos and such, I fail to see why you demand an explanation for said jab.
Number 5, music. Music is a
And when you know you're nitpicking, when you focus on music.
Spurs all from your awful singing. Oh, and kindly don't cut him off to interject about him nitpicking when he didn't get around to his so-called nitpicking yet. Thank you.
great way to mask the spear-crushing monotony of watching top 10 lists. You'll want something pretty basic to fill in that little hole where entertainment should be. Make sure the track doesn't have a melody or harmony.
Okay, explain this to me. Why do YouTubers who make top 10 lists use songs that are well known and well done?
Funny how I mentioned tangents earlier, but speaking of, your little tangent here has nothing to do with his point, and my hair has turned grey before he actually got done with it since you're speaking so slow in drawing this out. Please, fix this ASAP. I'd prefer not to be a fossil by the time we get through this.
Cool graphics. Since all top 10 videos are pretty long, you're going to want something to look at. Either use clips from movies that aren't yours, or use a green screen to distract the easily distracted.
Criticism, teaching, or parody. That's what fair use is. And it's fair use.
What the hell does fair use have to do with this? His point is that most people seem to use footage from movies or gameplay that they found on YouTube or elsewhere rather than recording their own. As someone who's done countdowns, this does happen. I've done it myself. TLDR, he's not calling it against the guidelines, he's simply pointing out the footage isn't yours. Christ, can you listen to the guy before making a point against him?
Video, the host usually says something like, which item...
Okay, I'm just going to end this video right here and make an argument against number 2. It's an overgeneralization, so get over it.
Aww, and I was actually interested in hearing what he was gonna say. I mean, hearing this quote-unquote overgeneralization of his for myself to me sounds more reliable than taking your word for it. Oh well, guess I'll go to his description and... Well, shit. You really don't like making it easier for us to watch the source material, huh?
But I'm gonna skip to my final thoughts. Final thoughts, this video was absolute garbage.
You know, you should stop putting yourself down like that. The heart is not healthy. Okay, all jokes aside though, your final thoughts are of the same quality as the rest of your video and repeats what you said before. So let's cut the crap and get these final thoughts done and over with. Phantomstrider Clone, your video looks like shit. Your points were shit. As a whole, this video was... crappy. Should be obvious from what you need to improve on, but I'm afraid you might actually be that dense, I'll just have to point it out anyway. Get a decent video editor. The one you use is awful, although I will say that your audio has improved, so there's one decent thing, but that's where the positives end. Your arguing was terrible, missing Jack's points entirely most of the time. And to top it all off, you seemed oblivious to the fact that this video was a satirical one. How you did that, considering you yourself stated that Jack's Films does satire in his videos at the beginning, is beyond me. Thank God I'm done with this nightmare of a video. This has been Kurumi Toa, and... Huh. I have no outro. What do I do now? Oh, maybe have a cockatoo singing the Final Fantasy VII Victory fanfare. Yeah, that'll work. Play it.